Your entire career, you've been playing the victim. You crave people's attention because it's what gets you up in the morning. That championship is mine and you know it. Payback episode 6. I tapped you out.
Now is Kevin Owens, and right back into the Anaconda Vice. Is Kevin Owens about to tap out? Oh my God, Kevin Owens taps, we've got a new champion!
You say that you pinned me and won the Supreme Championship from me. You didn't win shit from me, punk. You had me locked in the Anaconda Vice, which I escaped fair and square by turning it into a pin.
Kevin Owens taps, we've got a new champion! Hang on, Kevin Owens! Pins him, oh my God, Kevin Owens steals his title back!
You try to be the victim of a screw job, but the fact is you're not. I was the victor, not the victim.
I think you've given up on your career. You've gone soft with somebody who loses to Dominic Mysterio
Escapes. Oh my nose, that's it!
and dresses up as Santa Claus. Really be considered the best in the world? I want to see that old fire that used to burn bright. I want to see the best in the world again.
You want the old CM Punk back? I never left, you asshole. Wrestlemania, I want my title back. 3 stages of hell.
All this machinery making modern music can still be open-hearted. Not so fully charted, it's really just a question of your honesty. Yeah, your honesty. One likes to believe in the freedom of music, but glittering prizes and endless compromises shatter the illusion of integrity.
3 stages of hell. Good old singles match. A Supreme Rules match. And the third? It's a match that forces you to become a monster. The kind of match that I am talking about is a dog collar match. Kevin and myself have been tied to this championship since the literal beginning of its history. So it only makes sense that tomorrow we be tied to each other. I'm not gonna hold back at all at WrestleMania. I'll drag you through hell and leave you there in pain as I walk out still standing. I will gladly bring us both down if it means seeing you lose that title. I'm gonna show you at WrestleMania that I am the best in the world. And I will become a monster to fight the monsters of the world. Tomorrow night, WrestleMania, I take back my Supreme Championship. Just like Payback episode 6, I'll be walking in Supreme Champion, and I'll be walking out holding the Supreme Championship. WrestleMania! 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 I will be standing tall! All I've been hearing tonight is talk about who's the best in the world. They say it's Danielson. They say it's Omega. They say it's Takeshita. Why ain't they saying me, huh? Tonight I changed the conversation. There's all this speculation about who it might be, but I am gonna make sure that there is no doubt about it. My name is CM Punk. What I am is straight edge. I'm drug-free. I'm alcohol-free. I am better than you. I am the best in the world. September of 2021. 5 years ago. That is how long it has been since this feud began. These two have been at each other's throats since the inception of HPW as a company. This feud has grown alongside the company. And I mean, look at how Punk is coming out here tonight. The air suddenly feels different here in Los Angeles. Punk coming out here with a different mannerism about him. He said he wants to prove that he's the best in the world and change the conversation. And this, I mean, if he comes out of this alive, this is his chance to prove exactly that. I talked to Kevin earlier today before this match, and he told me that I have to make sure one thing is very clear on commentary. Tonight, this isn't Kevin Owens. The things that he is about to do to CM Punk are only things that Kevin Steen would do. So folks, for the duration of this match, I will be referring to him as Kevin Steen. Kevin Steen and CM Punk. I mean, there's nothing to be said about these guys that hasn't been said already. They despise one another. There is no amount of respect to be seen within a mile of these two. And quite frankly, one of these men might kill the other. But you can hear the reaction tonight in Los Angeles. Everyone and their mothers want CM Punk to win this match. You can just feel the tension. You can feel the anger that is about to boil over in this 3 stages of hell match as we begin in the first stage. The most simple of kinds of wrestling matches, a singles match. And it is lights out and away we go. Both men engaging in a hockey fight, exchanging punches, but the referee, Bob Backlund, of course, as this is a singles match, they are going to have to yield. They're going to have to let go. I'm sure they're not happy with that, and that is proving my point. CM Punk ripping the referee off of Kevin Steen as he lays into him now. Punches in the corner. But again, that's going to cause a count from the referee. The referee is really going to be playing the opposite. Well, no, he is going to be playing Peacemaker in this match, or at least this portion of the match. Despite how either man might feel about it. Hang on, Punk looking for a bulldog. Steen able to counter with a back body drop though, and quickly now with a senton, dropping all of his weight on CM Punk. And Steen, I thought he was going for a cover there, but instead electing to just slam the head of Punk into the canvas. I mean, that's smart thinking. You don't want him to go away that easily, and oh my goodness, he wants his eye to go away. Kevin Steen was biting at the eye of CM Punk, and quickly referee Bob Backlund doing a brilliant job officiating here tonight. As much as these two won't like it, stiff shot off the face of CM Punk from Kevin Steen. Now laying into him in the corner, and Punk pushing him off. Punk with a righteous clothesline, answering back. And Steen would have really felt that one. I mean, you heard the impact of it. Oh, Steen with a jab to the eyes. Another illegal maneuver. I mean, these guys can't seem to stay within the legal guidelines of a singles match, and honestly, I don't blame them. You know the story behind this match. You can tell the vitriol that exists between these two extends far beyond the borders of legality of a wrestling match, as they are on the outside now, which will force a count out eventually. And there you see referee Bob Backlund beginning the count, much to the chagrin of Kevin Steen. Oh, hang on, CM Punk looking for a go to sleep very early on into this matchup. Not going to happen that easily. And Steen gets the better of him, slamming his face off of the apron. Bit of a foolish move, if you ask me, going for your finishing maneuver that early. Steen slipped out of it immediately. But maybe he thought he was going to catch a lucky one. Oh, just like that, with a roundhouse kick to the side of the head. Of course, Punk doesn't typically believe in luck. Pulling on the hair of Kevin Steen now. Another illegal maneuver. Trying to give him a new hairdo. And once again, the referee getting in the middle of things. And Punk saying, you know, hey, it's not me, bro.
Anyways, Punk back in the corner now. Big knee to the face of Steen. You saw how it instantly moved back. And now a knee to the gut. And Punk setting up for the Bulldog perhaps. No. Instead electing for a snapmare. Into a drop kick on the back of the head. Again, sending Steen's head in quick succession for a loop. And now slamming his knee off of the side of the face of Kevin Steen. Punk now has Steen exactly where he wants him. Looking to lay in as much punishment as he can. Keep in mind, folks, even if Punk gets the pin here as he chokes out Kevin Steen, as he chokes out Kevin Steen. If he beats him here, if he gets the pin, that's not the end of the match. There are still 2 more falls to go after this singles match ends. As Punk now looking for something on Steen, but Steen counters with a double leg takedown. And oh my goodness, both hands placed firmly on the throat of CM Punk as he is choking him out, trying to remove all the air from his lungs as the referee peels him off. And you can see Kevin Steen there was literally reaching for Punk. I mean, he wants to lay in the punishment. And despite his best efforts, the referee is not letting Steen get what he wants. Steen going to the outside now. Kevin Steen, despite his knowledge of this being a singles match currently, grabbing the Supreme Championship. I mean, if he uses that, that'll be a disqualification, and he'll practically hand the victory of this fall to Punk. Nevertheless, Kevin Steen goading CM Punk into it. Oh, but again, the referee doing a fantastic job tonight of officiating this singles competition.
Hey, watch this.
Steen says, watch this. Oh, and a low blow in broad daylight. I think he intentionally got himself disqualified. Folks, the singles match is over. Now, we are into the match that has defined the Supreme Championship. Of course, I'm talking about a Supreme Rules match. These guys can do anything they want, and Steen immediately taking advantage of that. Slamming the title off the face of CM Punk, and Punk retaliates with a low blow. Perfectly legal in a Supreme Rules match. Punk now donning the Crimson Mask as he hits a perfectly placed strike, punch almost, off the face of Kevin Steen. And oh my God, Punk wrapping the rope around the neck of Kevin Steen and choking him out. Choking the life out of Kevin Steen. How is he going to get out of this one? Steen somehow managing to push the chin, look like, of CM Punk. But man, that would have cut off a lot of breathing to Kevin Steen. And of course, that cuts off brain functionality by extent. So had that been worse, we would be looking at a lot different situation right now. Big lariat. Shout out Kojima in the corner from CM Punk. And Punk now seeing red but loading up for a knee in the corner. Hits it for a second time, and this time perhaps looking for the Bulldog. And he hits it. Punk with some signature offense. And now into a cover. But you know you're never going to get a cover that easily, especially in 3 stages of hell. Especially when your opponent is Kevin Steen and he hates you as much as he does. He's not going to give you that win that easily. Punk now has him set up. Looking for a roundhouse kick, but ducked by Steen. Kevin Steen now with a sleeper hold. Locked in tight on CM Punk. Both guys really trying to focus on removing the air from the lungs of their opponent, cutting off brain functionality. By extension, they are trying to kill each other as Punk finally finds an outlet to counter with that hot shot stunner. Sending Steen into the corner now. Looks like Steen's just sort of taking a breather. He's trying to find his breath after it's been squeezed out of him by CM Punk, who's had the same happen to him at the hands of Steen. And Punk now in the corner trying to rip Steen out of it. Steen doesn't seem to be budging. The top turnbuckle and the top rope both come with Steen. As now Punk, what is he setting up for? Perhaps Pepsi plunge on the top turnbuckle, but countered by Steen with a big back body drop. And Steen setting CM Punk up in the suplex position, loading him up. Brainbuster! Oh goodness! God, look at the impact that he had. You heard the sound of it too. None of that was pretty. He might have been pretty for Kevin Steen as he eyes the turnbuckle hook. Oh my goodness. Oh, nothing good is going to come from this, folks. Turnbuckle hook in hand. Kevin Steen. Oh my God! Going to the forehead in the eyes of CM Punk. Carving out his forehead with the turnbuckle hook. I know it doesn't look like it, but that is a sharp hook, folks. Good. Oh my goodness, that is sick. And Kevin Steen now. I thought he was going for the cover.
Welcome to hell.
Saying you wanted this, welcoming CM Punk to hell. I mean, Punk. Oh my God, Kevin Steen once again squeezing the air out of CM Punk's lungs, stomping on his neck. This is disgusting. I mean, no normal human would do this to anybody. It just shows you how much these two hate each other as Kevin Steen looking for the package pile driver, but Punk able to slip out. And a clothesline, but he tumbles to the floor as he does it, taking both guys out. And honestly, I don't know how Punk is still standing. I mean, he literally had the turnbuckle hook stabbed into his forehead as he goes for cover now, but Kevin Steen kicks out. Oh no, oh no. Punk spies the turnbuckle hook now. And Punk's already pissed off. He's already bleeding. He's seeing blood. Just copious amounts of blood. I mean, his face is entirely covered with it. And he's going to make Steen have a little taste of his own medicine. Oh my God! CM Punk cutting out Steen's forehead with the turnbuckle hook. Oh, and he's not done shoving it in Steen's mouth. Oh my goodness. CM Punk, this is something out of a horror movie. I don't know if I can watch this, folks. I mean, this is disgusting. CM Punk just shoved the turnbuckle hook in Steen's mouth. And look at that. Steen doesn't even look alive right now as he's sent into the steel steps. God. I mean, this is the level. These are the lengths that these two are willing to go to for this championship. To see their opponent lay down lifeless. Punk, oh my God! Punk with a steel chair hard on the top of the dome of Kevin Steen. There's a cover now on the outside. Again, falls count anywhere in Supreme Rules. Oh my God, and Steen somehow kicks out. And I gotta think, I mean, it was because the referee had to move the chair out the way so he could count. But jeez, I don't know how Kevin Steen is alive. I don't know how either of these guys are alive as Punk sees his own blood on his fingertips. No doubt that's only pissed him off more. What sickening things does he have in mind this time? Has Steen set up on the barricade, but Steen moves out of the way of that attempted leg lariat from CM Punk. And Punk now reeling. That was a bad landing on his neck. The first of no doubt many in this matchup. I mean, sorry, not the first. The first one was that brainbuster. As Steen now spies the chair. And Kevin Steen making a long crawl over to the steel chair. I mean, you can see already how much these two are stumbling when they're walking. Steen with a kick to the gut. You can see how much they're spent. I mean, this could be the end of it, like, right now, realistically. Steen loading up with something big. Cannonball on the chair on the outside. And you saw how Punk flopped to the steps. I mean, that his body is lifeless. Is Kevin Steen. Oh my God! Kevin Steen exposing the bare concrete, ripping up the padding outside of the ring. This has gone off the rails. This isn't even a wrestling match anymore. This is just a fight. Kevin Steen on the exposed concrete on the outside. Oh my God, I don't know if I can watch this, folks. Kevin Steen has him loaded up for the package pile driver. Steen! Oh my God! crowd in Los Angeles is speaking for me. Oh my, I am seriously concerned for the safety of CM Punk here. And Kevin Steen, but more so CM Punk in this exact moment. He just had his head dropped on bare concrete after already losing that much blood. I mean, no. Kevin Steen loading him up in the suplex position again. He's not done. Oh my God, a brain buster. That's it. Call the match. I can't bear to watch another moment of this. I mean, look at the referee. He can't even bear to count it. Cover. That's it. What? CM Punk. Foolishly. That is silly. That is downright dumb. Why would you kick out in that situation? Nevertheless, CM Punk, ever the warrior, continues his efforts. Not to much avail as he gets sent into the barricade, going through it. God, I apologize, folks. I'm just in hysterics at the moment. I mean, this is really something like... This is a sight to behold in the worst of ways. Punk with the title off the face of Kevin Owens. Kevin Steen. I mean, honestly, I sound like a broken record. I don't know how they're functioning. These guys have lost copious amounts of blood. I mean, they are certain to come out of this scarred, beaten, battered, bruised. As Punk sets up Steen on the table on the outside. Punk taking a moment there, just taking a breather. Preparing for whatever the hell is next. And CM Punk now standing, balancing on the second rope. Effectively the top rope. Showboating for the folks in Los Angeles before putting his life on the line. CM Punk all the way to the table. Cutting through Steen's heart with an elbow drop. Elbow straight through the heart of Kevin Steen through the table. And now a cover to end it right here. Steen kicks out though. And we are still in the Supreme Rules portion of this matchup. I mean, I can't fathom what is happening right now. I can only imagine what is going through the brains of both of these guys. As Punk taking Steen into the crowd amongst the people here in Los Angeles. Both guys fighting amongst the people. Punk with a punch to the face of Steen, telling him to bring it. And Steen retaliates with a punch of his own. Punk taking a moment before hitting another punch of his own. Both guys trading strikes amongst the many, many people in attendance here at SoFi Stadium. Another punch from Steen. Man, sends Punk, forcing him to walk away a little. I mean, that really stirred him up. As Punk now ducks that strike and a throat thrust. The common theme, trying to cut off air circulation. Once again making itself known. And Punk sends Steen into the barricade. Big strike off of the back of the neck of Steen now. As Steen on the edge of that tunnel leads to the backstage area. It looks like that's where they're headed. Steen and Punk backstage now in SoFi Stadium, roaming the halls and now marking the walls with their own blood as Punk sent Steen face first into that wall backstage. And once again sending him into the wall, the steel part of it this time. That'll hurt just about as much, if not more. Rubbing his face into the steel, grinding it. God. Just deepening the cuts that are already there on the skin as Punk picking up that trash can now. Steel-plated trash can. Oh, off the face of Kevin Steen, off the head. And you saw how he didn't hesitate, but like, there was no give in him. There was no life in him as he fell down there as Punk spies the exit. Are they about to leave SoFi Stadium? Punk taking Steen for a walk. Almost dog walking him. Could be about what's about to happen after the Supreme Rules fall and the dog collar match, as Punk has exited the stadium. There was a gathering of fans outside. They must have seen this coming. As Punk and Steen have now made their way outside in the cold Los Angeles night. And Punk with the same message that Steen had for him earlier. You wanted this, welcome to hell. And, I mean, Steen literally just ate his words there in the form of a roundhouse kick from CM Punk. And Punk making the trek to something. I can't quite see it on the TV feed. Oh, my goodness. Geez, that's some fly wheels. Lowrider, it feels appropriate here in Los Angeles. CM Punk. I mean, I don't know what he's up to, but Kevin Steen really struggling going through it right now. On the concrete outside of SoFi Stadium in the loading dock. What the hell? Oh my God. Punk has started the engine. CM Punk driving the lowrider. What the hell? Oh my God! CM Punk just killed Kevin Steen. Phil Brooks just murdered Kevin Steen. That is vehicular manslaughter. I mean, he just ran him over with the lowrider. And Kevin Steen is dead. There is no life in the body of Kevin Steen. I know you can't see it right now, but my jaw is practically on the floor. CM Punk. This is just going too far. This is quite frankly, plain and simple, too far. The championship cannot mean this much. It cannot be this much of a prize to you that you have to kill your opponent. And CM Punk not even electing for a cover. I mean, you can win the fall right here, Punk. That'll win you the match. I mean, currently Punk has won the last fall, so if he wins this, he wins the match. But that's like on the list of our concerns, that is at the bottom. Kevin Steen somehow looks to be alive as Punk drags the practically lifeless body of Kevin Steen across the cold California night. I mean, Punk has just been about as cold as the night. Doesn't get much worse than that as they're heading back inside. And I believe they have ended up backstage right where Punk started this night, where we first saw him. And Punk with a cover that looks all too familiar for Kevin Steen, how he won the title at the Royal Rampage, and somehow Steen kicks out. Kevin Steen not willing to back down from this fight. You see the back of his t-shirt, just keep fighting. I mean, that's what he's doing right now, despite the fact that he was literally just ran over by a car. Frick. That is admirable. It's CM Punk looking for a pile driver. That'll end him for good. But Steen managing to slip out, and you see he's stumbling. He's really not on proper base anymore. Sending Punk face first off of that forklift. No doubt that's familiar for CM Punk. Payback episode 6. Steen ran him over with that forklift. So if anything, Punk running him over with the car was just a bit of revenge, a bit of vindication for that. I mean, you could go on about the history between these guys for years, eons even, as Steen crawling over to that steel chair over by the medical room. And Punk stumbling back up to his feet from the looks of things. Just look at the blood on the face of Steen. Standing across from Punk, throwing the chair at his face. It bounced off the face of Punk, and Punk immediately falling to the floor. Quite frankly, I don't know how the hell Steen has turned this around in his favor. Nevertheless, Steen bringing Punk back up to where he wants him. And Steen with Punk Bringing him up now. Pop-up powerbomb on the steel chair. And Steen now with a cover to retain his Supreme Championship. Not quite. Punk kicks out. And honestly, again, I sound like a broken record by the fact that I'm saying that, but I just don't know how these men are doing it. This is truly inhuman stuff. It's Kevin Steen walking over to the production area. Oh, God. Oh, no. Kevin Steen with a wrench in his hand. Nothing positive is gonna come from this. I don't know if I can bear watching this. Whatever is about to happen. Steen, wrench in hand, Punk's face in the other. Oh my goodness! Kevin Steen shoving the wrench into the ear of CM Punk. Rearranging CM Punk's ear. That is disgusting. Look at the blood seeping out of the ear of Punk. Also, like, covering the hand of Kevin Steen. Both these guys covered in a mix of each other's blood and their own. It's just, I mean, I genuinely cannot imagine doing this or experiencing this myself. I can't imagine doing this to any other human being. As Steen scales the forklift that won him their last meeting in the ring, well, outside of the ring. If Punk spies him up there, might be getting a little bit of PTSD from seeing that forklift. He must be a lot happier to see it in motion. Not in motion, I'll tell you that. Be a lot happier seeing it stationary than coming at him at full force. As he barely manages back up to his feet. I mean, he is really struggling. You can see that. Nevertheless, scaling up the forklift to meet Steen there. Steen literally with his back against the wall here. There in a precarious position. But Punk doesn't care. Punch to the face. And Steen answers back with a headbutt. Whoa, Punk teetering on the edge. Managing to stay on, but for how long, I don't know. Steen with another punch. Oh my God, and Punk falls all the way down to the floor. All the way down to the asphalt, the concrete of the parking lot area. And Steen watching from above. Oh God, no. Kevin Steen off the forklift. Swanton bomb. Oh my goodness. High risk. And that's got to be it. Kevin Steen wins the second fall, and we are tied at one apiece, meaning the dog collar section of this match will win it. Let's take a look at some of the just downright insane stuff that has transpired so far. Both of these guys laying everything on the line. Their bodies, their mental well-being, their physical well-being, their emotional well-being. I mean, this is just a sight to behold, to say the absolute least. That spot specifically, the package pile driver on the exposed concrete, I don't know how Punk has come back from that. I mean, he hasn't. He just lost the last fall. But the fact that he kept fighting after it, and then the fact that Steen managed to make a comeback from this, CM Punk running him over at full speed in an automobile. Just downright insane. Speaks volumes to the amount that these two can endure. I mean, they've literally fought all over SoFi Stadium here tonight. Anything that can be done has been done, quite frankly. I'm just truly at a loss for words. Yeah, man, that swanton off of the forklift. Incredible stuff. As they've made their way back to the ring for the final stage of hell. I mean, both guys said in the lead up to this match that they were going to leave each other in hell. They were going to drag them down to hell. Punk said he would leave Kevin stranded there. And I think we're about to see that transpire. as the dog collar match begins. Punk with punches to the face of Kevin Steen. This is his match. This is where he wants to be. Using the dog collar to his advantage, using the chain to his advantage, whipping Steen into the canvas. Oh, and Steen with another low blow. What ended the first fall is what has begun the last fall. It's all coming full circle as Steen with a kick to the face of CM Punk. And as I touched on just briefly a moment ago, this is CM Punk's match. CM Punk has been in far more dog collar matches than Kevin Steen has in his career, so he knows his way around it, but that doesn't mean that Steen doesn't, as you saw him whip the chain off of the face of CM Punk earlier. And oh my god, Punk hanging on by the second rope, and Steen sees an opportunity. Oh my god, hanging Punk by the chain of the dog collar, hanging CM Punk again, trying his hardest to cut off circulation to the lungs, cut off airflow, kill his opponent. Steen now loading up Punk on the apron, suplex position, bringing him back inside the ring, letting all that blood rush back to the brain. Oh my god, and busting the brain with a brain buster. Steen with the pin, looking to retain his championship. No, Punk kicks out just before the 3 count. Still a little bit of life left within him, still a little bit of fight left in the soul, a little bit of that fire that Kevin wanted him to bring back here tonight. And Kevin quickly going to the outside, looking under the apron, as you see the dog collar, the chain of it still connects them. Still connects him to CM Punk, still inside the ring. He's got a trash can now. Looking to inflict some damage and take out the trash. At the same time, I mean, he sees CM Punk as trash. He sees him as perhaps the worst person on the planet. Hang on, there's something inside of it. Oh my god! Thumbtacks! Kevin Steen with a trash can full of thumbtacks, pouring them out in the middle of the ring. Those tiny little sharp pins. And now, pop-up powerbomb into the tacks. Oh my god. Look at the back of CM Punk. There's literally tacks inside of it, and it's covered in blood at a low blow. And a stunner to boot. He's already dead. Just give him some grace, Steen. My god, another pin. That has to be it. Punk somehow gets the shoulder up. You've got to be kidding me. And Steen wasting no time, inflicting more punishment to CM Punk. I mean, Steen's got to be thinking, I've done everything to this man. He has done everything to me. How can there be anything left to do? He goes up to the second rope, but quickly cut down by CM Punk, using the chain to his advantage. Again, like I said earlier, this is Punk's match. He knows this match well. And now, bringing Steen back into the ring, dragging him by the chain, and whipping him with the chain. Gosh, that's gotta hurt. The steel chain right off the... Oh my god, using it to drag him through the thumbtacks. God! Stabbing at every little tiny point on Steen's body with those thumbtacks. And oh god, loading him up for a pile driver. On the tacks! That's going to do a hell of a lot of damage to Steen, but crucially that does a lot of damage to CM Punk. I mean, those tacks have gone up where the sun don't shine. And the upper portion of his legs. Punk did not come out of that one unscathed. As he's looking for perhaps the cover. No, doesn't even have the energy for that. Looking for the Pepsi plunge onto the tacks. Steen, though, able to reverse, dropping Punk with a back body drop onto the tacks as Steen collapses himself. Look at the back of CM Punk, folks. Multiple tacks stuck in his back. That is sickening to see. That is going to... Oh, I don't even want to imagine the amount of pain that'll take to take those out of the back of Punk. And Punk escaping to the outside of the ring. Look at how hunched over he is. He's just had everything taken out of him in this match and then some. And he is still fighting. As you saw, he picked a thumbtack out of his forearm there. Going under the ring, searching for something to put Kevin Steen away. Oh my God. There's no way. CM Punk pulling out a glass pane and 2 steel chairs. Why is there a glass pane under the ring? Let's think about that for a second. That had to have been deliberately placed there by CM Punk. He must have pre-orchestrated this. He's setting up some contraption with the chairs and the glass pane. Punk trying to end Kevin Steen, trying to end this 5-year-long conflict between the two of them. They have been at each other's throats for as long as they can remember at this point. And Punk, with this glass pane, with this dog collar, with those thumbtacks in his back, trying to end it once and for all, as he has Steen loaded up on the apron in the suplex position. Steen able to counter though. Steen has him in the suplex position, but countered again by Punk! Superplex through the glass pane. Look at Punk's back. The glass is shattered. Punk's back is shattered and covered in blood. And now a cover to win the Supreme Championship. And some bloody how, literally bloody, Kevin Steen finds a way to get his shoulder up. You saw it wasn't his arm. It wasn't anything theatrical. Literally just the shoulder left the ground there. Last ditch effort from Kevin Steen. Both these guys are just beat to hell. I mean, their bodies are going to take months to heal from this. As CM Punk using the chain, much like Steen did moments ago, to hang him on the apron and bringing him back inside the ring. Not punishing him for long enough, quite frankly. Using the chain to bring him into that clothesline now. Punk really smart, using the chain to his advantage. Flipping Steen over, sending him for a loop. As the chain was caught in between his legs there. And again, Punk, ever the strategist in this match. Go to sleep to Kevin Steen. And that's got to be the end. We have a new Supreme Champion. What? Kevin Steen still fights on. Kicking out of the GTS. Kicking out of the superplex through the glass. And look at Punk. Punk is stoic. Punk is solemn at this point. Punk saying, give up. I've won. Oh! But Steen doesn't think so. Steen refusing to say die. Except, well, he wants Punk to die, I think. A low blow. It's like the third time in this match he's used that. There's nothing that he won't do to win himself this match. Oh my God. On the outside, picking up one of those glass shards. That's broken glass. I mean, that'll cut his fingers. I don't think he cares about that. Kevin Steen using the glass on the forehead of CM Punk. Stabbing him with a broken shard of glass. Look at the blood on his face. Bringing out copious amounts of blood. And Kevin Steen has to be ending it here. This has to be the end of it. Punk fighting out of that attempt at a powerbomb. Presumably on the tacks. And Steen bringing him into a headbutt. Using the chain to his advantage. He's learned quickly. Looking to do it again, but Punk catches him. Punk using the chain for him now. Wrapping it around the neck. Oh, and hang on, Anaconda Vice! This is how he won the Supreme Championship the last time on Payback Episode 6. There is history here, folks. CM Punk could be closing in on the Supreme Championship. Steen taps! Hang on, no, he only tapped once. Kevin Steen only tapped once. You have to tap at least twice for it to be a submission, folks. Punk thought he had it won there. Steen trying to use the same trick a very similar trick to what happened on Payback Episode 6, but it didn't work out this time, and Punk wasting no time. Still with a thumbtack in his back, might I add. Going under the apron and pulling out a table. You got to think he literally wants to end Kevin Steen here. He wants to end this match. He wants to end Kevin Steen's reign of terror with the Supreme Championship. Is that a water bottle? CM Punk with a bottle of some, I'm going to presume that's water. CM Punk with a bottle of water under the ring. And now a boot to the back of the neck of Kevin Steen. So I'm just a bit perplexed by that. Nevertheless, Punk setting up the table in the corner, looking to, no doubt, put Kevin through it. Oh, folks. Oh, yeah, that's not water, folks. Oh, my goodness. CM Punk lighting the table on fire. The table is engulfed in flames. You can't be in hell without a fire. And I mean, 3 stages of hell, it's only appropriate. On the second rope now, CM Punk has him loaded up. Pepsi plunge through the fire and flames, through the table, bringing him down to hell. Cover now. We have a new Supreme Champion. After 5 years, CM Punk has finally, truly vanquished Kevin Steen. Let's take a look at this absolute barn burner of a 3 stages of hell match. Absolutely living up to the name. Both of these guys went through hell, respectively. They put each other through hell. Literally, Punk tried to send Kevin to hell multiple times, and Kevin did the same to Punk. Just unbelievable stuff. This swanton, I don't know how Steen or Punk came back from it. Nevertheless, this has been an all-out war, folks. So much malice, so much bad blood between these two, finally boiling over and coming to a head in just an insane bout. What a match we have witnessed here tonight at Wrestlemania, folks. Punk living up to what he said he was going to do, taking Kevin Owens to hell, burning him, banishing him to hell, and leaving him there in a pool of his own blood. Kevin Steen said he wanted the old CM Punk back. He wanted to see that old fire that used to burn so bright. And with the old original Supreme Championship in hand, raised above his shoulders, CM Punk proved tonight that not only has the fire never gone out, but this fire burns always.